Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Michelle and I am a flight attendant for a major US airline based in San Francisco, California. And I vlog about my trips and I do my best to take you guys with me. Today we are starting this vlog kind of late in the evening. It is 7:28 right now. I have airport standby at 8:40. I really wanted a trip. I would have preferenced trips if I could, but there was nothing to preference, so I preferenced this so I could sleep through the night. It is a late standby, but there were really only late options, so went with this one. We'll see if I get used. I don't think I'd mind getting a trip. I know I'm gonna fly either way tomorrow. I'm very high up on the list, so we shall see. But let's head to the airport and we will see what this standby has in store for us. By the way, I've explained it in vlogs before, but airport standby is where we as reserves sit at the airport for 4 hours. They call us for any last minute needs. If they need us, we will work that flight. If they don't need us, we go home. So it's always an adventure. We'll see what happens today. Just got to the employee lot. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try to show you when I get outside. The sun is setting and it is quite beautiful here. There's the pretty sunset. It is so pretty, but it is so windy and cold here. Hi everyone. Okay, it has been a day. Let me get you updated. So I started airport alert at 8:40 p.m. last night and I met up with a friend. He came in from a Kona turn and we were just talking and then they call me and they're like, okay, you're going pre-board, possible go to JFK. And what pre-boarding is where we like stand in during the boarding process for a flight attendant, and sometimes we go, sometimes we don't because they show up. And I was like, okay, pre-board, okay, cool. So then I go over to the gate and they're already boarding. So then I'm like, oh, maybe they don't need me to board it. And they're like, oh no, we need you. And I was like, okay, that's weird. So I guess one flight attendant called out sick in the middle of her trip, so she left and I replaced her. And first of all, I was purser, and that's like the lead flight attendant. So you basically you make all the announcements, you're like in charge, and it's not my favorite position. I avoid it at all costs. I have not been purser since I think September 2019. I have successfully avoided it for 2.5 years. So I was like, okay, thrown into purser, had no time to prepare. Literally almost the whole plane had boarded already before I got there. So I was like, oh, great. So luckily my crew was amazing and it was a red eye and the flight was delayed. It was delayed 2 hours for mechanical, and the passengers, even though they were delayed, were super, super nice. So they were also really tired because it had been a long day for them. So when we got up in the air, pretty much everybody in first class slept. That's where I was working. So I went back to help the economy for their beverage service. So I'm on the cart helping out, and we're almost done, maybe 3/4 of the way through the economy cabin. And I turn around and I see this girl just fall backwards. So basically, I don't want to get too much into it. Long story short, we had somebody faint. She was totally okay. But it was just one of those times where like, okay, like we had to break out some emergency equipment, we had to call for a medical professional, we had to put all the things that we learned in training to use on the plane, and my crew did awesome, and the girl was fine. Honestly, like nothing crazy happened, but it's just a reminder to be prepared and to always just like remember what you learned in training and keep up to date with that, because you never know when you might need it on the plane to save someone's life. But okay, so back to my story. So the original pairing was supposed to be work the red eye to JFK. We had like a 10-hour layover, and then we worked the flight back to SFO. I would get in at, when would I get in? Around like 9 p.m. And I was like not super happy with it because it was just such minimum rest, and you know, it's like we would get in at 7 a.m. and we'd have to leave at like 4 p.m. Like that's just not very long. So then we like were more and more delayed, and we went past our domestic layover legality. So, or we went under it, not past it. We went under our domestic layover legality. So we were required to have 10 hours. And at that point we had like 9 hours and 18 minutes. So they could have either found somebody else to cover our flight, or they could have delayed the flight by 40 so minutes. And airlines don't like to take delays mess up everything. So what they did do is, instead of delaying the flight so we could meet the layover requirement, they found other people to work the flight. So they are shuttling 2 people over from Newark to work it, and then they converted 2 deadheaders. So honestly, like, it worked out so awesome for me. Instead of working back today, I get to stay until tomorrow morning and hopefully deadhead back. Hopefully I keep my deadhead, get in tomorrow morning back to SFO. So if all goes according to plan, this would be like, it would go from like a terrible bad situation where I was so sad to a really, really good one. And I'm so sorry, this is so chatty, I'm about to end. But I am at the famous TWA Hotel. If you guys have heard of it, it is the hotel at JFK, and it is the old TWA terminal. So it's like all airport, like old fashioned, retro themed. And it is so freaking cute. It is my first time here. I've heard so much about it. I will give you a quick little room tour, and hopefully later on I'll get out and give you a hotel tour. So this room is so interesting. So we have this, instead of a closet, it's like just this open little indent. And then what do we have here? Oh, love the wine glasses, little fridge. And then this bathroom is super cool. Look, everything's TWA theme. That's so cute. And the shower is really nice. And then this room is just so interesting. Okay, so little place to store my luggage. We have a mirror, and then like this long desk, another mirror, and then a really nice bed, TV. It's a really small room. And then my view is, that is part of the hotel over there. And if you see just up here, so like there's the tower, and then there's like airplanes right there, and like the terminal right there. So it has all just these like retro touches. This phone, love the artwork. And then I saw this in one of Life by Francisco's vlogs, and I thought this was so weird, and now I have it in my room. It doesn't have a trash can. You place things there or there. Recycle there, garbage there. I don't know how well this works, but I guess we'll figure it out. Also, I'm definitely taking one of these pencils. That is so cute. Okay, so your girl has been up all night, and I'm tired and ready to get to bed. We'll see what I'm gonna do for the rest of this layover. I am going to take a little nap, probably not too long, and then we are in, so we're right in JFK, like literally in JFK, so we're not super close to like Manhattan, but I can easily take public transportation there. I want to spend time at the hotel because it's a pretty special hotel, but if you know me, you know that I love the city and I take any excuse I can get to go to the city. So I might take public transportation there. I think it depends on just like my energy level and how I'm feeling. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.
While I was editing this vlog, I realized it was just getting really long, so I decided to split it up into 2 videos. Thanks for watching this part.